Yeah, no, I put it under there because they left it before Christmas, and nobody's claimed it so far. Morning, Abby. We got to find factors of the front number, which is 4. What are factors of 4?
1 and 2.
1 and 4 and
2 and 2.
All right, turn your phone off. And then you got to find factors of 49. What are the factors of 49? 7 and 7. There you go. All right, draw yourself 2 sets of parentheses. So guys, it doesn't matter which ones you pick, because if they're wrong, we'll just erase it and try it again, okay? It's not a big deal. So do you want to pick 1 and 4 or 2 and 2? You want to try 2 and 2? Okay. And look, if it's wrong, we'll just fix it, okay? It's not a big deal. What are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to, let's get to 35 first, right? We'll get our signs in a minute. So 2 times something. 2 times which one of these is going to get me closest to 35? 2 times 1, 2 times 49, 2 times 7, or 2 times 7?
2 times 7.
2 times 7, right? So if I use 7, I have to use the other number, 7. So 2 times 7 again. What's 2 times 7? 14. And then you have 2 times 7 again. How much is that? 14. And how much is that? When you add them together, how much does that give you? Not 35, right? Okay. All right. So let's try maybe 1 and 4. Does that sound okay? So erase the 2's. Let's do 1 and 4. Okay. All right. What's 1 times 7? 7. What's 7 times 4? 28. And what's 7 plus 28? 35, right? That's what I needed. Now all you got to do is get the signs right. How does 7 and 28 give me negative 35? Because that's what I need. Nope. Use your calculators. How much? Minus 28. There you go. 2 negatives. So that's pretty easy. You don't have to worry about where they go. You just have 2 negatives. Kind of bringing some memories back, Kyron?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 10's the same thing. You got to find factors of the front number and factors of the back number. So what's factors of 4? Yeah. What's factors of 25? 5 and 5. There you go. All right, draw your parentheses. Guys, you got to know how to factor. It's not going away, okay? All right, so do you want to use, we got to get to 15. So it doesn't matter. If we get it wrong, we'll just fix it. Which one do you want to pick? 1 and 4 or 2 and 2? Which one first? 1 and 4? Okay. All right, so 4 times something. Which one gets me closest to 15? 4 times 1, 4 times 25, or 4 times 5? 4 times 5. There you go. And then, let's see, I got to use the other 5 right here. So what's 4 times 5? 20. What's 5 times 1? 5. And how does 20 and 5 give me negative 15? Negative 20 plus 5. If you do 20 minus 5, that's positive 15. You need negative. So you got to be careful about where you get those signs, okay? So you've got to have negative 20. So what did I multiply to get me 20? Because that's where my negative sign needs to go. 4 times what? 5. That's where my negative needs to go right there. That means this one's a positive. We're going to factor every week. Don't worry, because it's not going away. Factor. All right, so we'll do the other 2 tomorrow, and then we'll be done. All right, here's what we need to do. Grab your ACT packet. Grab your ACT packet. We're going to do 6 through 10. I'm going to put the timer up. Don't cheat, because you're only cheating yourself if you go ahead and start, okay? Don't cheat. Don't do it. Alright, we're starting on 6, and we're going through which number? 10. 6 through 10. 6 through 10. Get your stuff ready, and we'll put the timer up. So tonight, your homework is to go on Google Classroom and check the answers, right? Tonight, your homework, go on Google Classroom and check your answers. And then we'll go over any questions from 6 through 10 tomorrow, okay? Alright, so look at page 22 real quick. We are not doing 22, but you have a quiz tomorrow. So if you need some extra practice, if you're still not 100% sure, these are some awesome questions, 7 through 10. You can mark out 11. Don't do 11. But 7 through 10 are really good questions to study for your quiz tomorrow. Okay, everybody good? Like we are pushing for A, B's, and C's, right? So that we don't have to take the final exam. Sweet, get that good? Okay, alright, here we go. Flip to the next page. This is what we're going to do today. It's pretty easy today. It's called the quadratic formula. Alright, so we are on page 23. Flip to page 23. Page 23. Alright, you can mark out number 4, because we're not going to do number 4. Alright, if you got a highlighter or something, you may want to highlight this formula because you will not have it on the quiz tomorrow. You will not have it on your test next Friday. You have to know the quadratic formula. Have to, have to, have to. Alright, here we go. First things first is it has to be equal to 0. So how do I make it equal to 0 instead of 16? How do I move the 16? Subtract the 16. Perfect. So when you do that, you have x squared plus 6x minus 16 is equal to 0. And we have done this 1,000 times before. I need the letters A, B, and C so that I can plug in here. A is your first number. What's your first number right here? Number 1. B is your second number. 6. What kind of 6? Positive. C is your third number. What's your third number? Negative 16. There you go. And all you do is you plug it in. You ready? Here we go. X equals. First thing is negative B. So you put a negative sign and then your B. After that, it's plus and minus, and then a square root. Alright, then it's B squared, so B is 6, so it's 6 squared. And then minus 4AC, so minus 4, A is 1, C is negative 16. Are y'all okay? Alright, and then all of that is over 2 times A. And then grab your handy dandy calculator. I'm going to show you a shortcut so you don't have to do all this craziness. Grab your calculator. Get it, get it, get it. Alright, let me show you a shortcut. You ready? Plug all of this in your calculator and it'll give you an answer. So here we go. Parentheses 6 squared. Subtract 4. Parentheses 1. Parentheses negative 16. And it'll give you an answer, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? A lot shorter. So that's 100. So we have negative 6 plus and minus the square root of 100. And on the bottom, 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, what do you see that I can do? Should see a special number up there. 100 is a perfect square, right? What's the square root of 100? 10. 10. And looky there, they already got the plus and minus for you, right? Alright, so I'm going to get two answers. Here we go. You ready? I've got negative 6 plus 10. How much is that? 4 over 2. How much is 4 over 2? 2. And I've got negative 6 minus 10 over 2. What's negative 6 minus 10? Uh-huh. And negative 16 over 2? Oh my goodness. What in the world does 2 and negative 8? What the heck did I just find? The thing. Your what? What is it? Your x-intercepts. Looky there when I just graphed it. Where's that hit at?
Oh my gosh.
2 and negative 8.
Oh my goodness. It's the exact same thing we found yesterday. It's just a different way to do it. Just like it's the exact same thing as factoring. It's just a different way to do it, okay? Got it good? Okay, cool. Here we go. Number 2. Y'all try number 2. Go, go, go. Work with your peeps if you want to. Work in the groups. Okay, so did y'all get that all of that hot mess right there was equal to 0?
Yeah.
And the square root of 0 is just 0. 6 plus 0 and 6 minus 0 is the same thing. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Y'all get it? Sweet. No.
I thought that was supposed to be 2.
There is 2 answers, technically. Let me graph it. So when I graph it, let's see, we got x squared. And this time we got minus 6x. And then plus 9. It's only going to hit in how many places? 1. So the vertex is going to be right there at 3. There you go. Technically, it does have 2 answers, but adding 0 and subtracting 0 is the same exact thing. So, all right, let's go to 3. Here we go. So, y'all, this one's easy because it's already equal to 0, right? Don't move anything around. Plug in your A, B, and C. And let's see how far you can get on this one. Same thing. Watch that negative with your 6 this time. It's just the only difference is that now your A is 4 instead of 1. All right, y'all got 1 and 1/2? Or 1 and 0.5? Either one is right. Me, y'all are just about there.
I got.
All right, Kenneth, go ahead and go to number 5.
This is actually pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, yeah, especially with calculator. All right, once you get finished with 5, and you got the hang of this, then you can go ahead and use the rest of your time to finish your checkpoints. You have to have your checkpoints finished before tomorrow if you want to take the quiz, okay? You can always come in during zero period tomorrow too and finish it if you need help. Don't make that too difficult, guys. You can't square root -4 in your calculator. So what's the square root of 4? 2, and the square root of a negative is I, so you just have 2i. That's it. So okay? And then you can't add 6 and 2i, so you're done. Alright, so the rest of the time, here's what you got. You got about 15 minutes left to finish up your checkpoints from yesterday. You got about 15 minutes left to work on some extra problems. You got your study guide at the very end of your notes packet that you could do some quadratic formula problems, or you could do some complete the square problems, and you could study for your quiz tomorrow, okay?